What is up, legends? We are back in Exos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically break down the process of fixing your gear, because it took me a little while to get into it and understand what was going on. And I'll even notice a lot of your gear has been made kind of like neutral, and the characters have been kind of like that too. But I'm going to talk about the characters in a different video. The gear is the main thing that is kind of like confusing people on what happened. So you're going to notice, say like with Rara right here, I need to make a new weapon, but I'm not sure if I'm going to actually use her right now. So I'm probably just going to leave her like this for now, even though she's my strongest unit. As far as what she does now, it's kind of different. You guys will see, like it's just different all the way around. So I have to think about, you know, what I'm actually going to do with this character, because the way that they did is they kind of like nerfed across the board every single character in the game except for the mythic characters, and kind of normalized stuff and made it so that more characters are able to be used, which I think is cool. But in a way, it took away a lot of the personality of some characters. Some things were uncalled for. They didn't have to nerf them, but they put a lot of what they nerfed into artifacts, which is another gear slot, another gear select section. Say like this artifact has a chance to grant 1 mana to an ally with the highest attack from the start. This used to be a passive in characters. Say like I believe it was Janae who had this passive, but this is now an artifact, and you can pretty much do the same thing. You can put it on anybody, which means that you don't have to use Janae to actually do that, which is kind of cool. But at the same time, you took away the uniqueness of Janae to actually be used in that set. But what that essentially allows you to do is just pretty much use anybody, which I think is actually cool. I don't know if you could do it any different, to be honest with you, but you know, it's neither here nor there. Like, who knows in the long run if this is going to be for the best, but it seems pretty cool right now. So the way that gear works now is you can have sets. Like you see, I went speed set for this character. I'm doing this Liger, and I want a speed set because she's the healer. I want her to actually be able to attack first and shield and resurrect and all that type of stuff. So I want her to be fast and attack first, and have a secondary passive, as you guys can see right here. The secondary passive is support, which helps out her support skills because she's support. I have to actually get another piece of gear right there. I'm probably going to put HP on her. I'm going to change these 2 sets, and I'm going to show you guys how you can literally just make that in a second. But you're also going to notice certain gear, like this gear right here, has nothing on it because this is old gear. Like literally, that's Dorcas gear. I actually have to do that literally right now. It still has the sets like invisible, but they're not going to be like these types of stats, and they're not going to be as powerful. So what you have to do is you literally have to break down and get rid of all of that gear. And I'm going to show you what to do, but don't do it until you actually are ready to make gear for each individual character. Just leave the gear on it for now, because it's still raw stats, and taking it off is just not helping. Just a word of advice. And I have to fix hers. I want her to be fast too because she's a tank, and we have to fix her weapon. So we have to put speed on her, but let's start with Dorca. All right, so what we're gonna do right now, I have gear that I just put on her right now, but we're gonna replace this glove right here. So say like your character has all this type of gear right here, everything is blank, and you don't know what the hell is going on, and you're like, well, why is everything like this? Okay, so we need a glove, and we need a critical glove. So what you're gonna notice when you go in and look at your gear, first thing you should do is start getting rid of the stuff that you don't need. Now you're gonna notice that I have a bunch of stuff right here. We want to get rid of these purples. You know, so right here, there's giving me this currency right here, which this currency right here means that when it comes time when I want to fuse and make gear on my own, I believe you need like 180, and I can make like, I believe this is crit. I can make a crit piece. So we're gonna get rid of all of this because we don't want no damn purples. We're gonna keep that speed glove. And you notice that all this is building up right now. We ain't using no blues, none of this. I'm gonna show you why. Now, if you don't have the currency as a new player, obviously you're gonna want to use the blues and the purples. But I ain't no new player, so we ain't doing that. All right. And we have all of this down right here. We're gonna keep building up, and you notice again, all this is the stuff that you can build up. And then we have this one weapon right here. And you'll notice that I'm not getting any currency back from that, but what I am getting is this currency right here, this little 400 right here, and then I'm getting EXP stones to get back and level up gear, plus the gold that I spent to level it. That 221, like that's a lot. That's what I spent to actually level the character. Now the same thing with all this stuff right here. We're getting back the gold that we got from leveling. Plus this currency again right here. All this stuff down right here can't be used. So we're going to disassemble all that. And we got all of this back. So you're going to probably be like, well, what the hell is all that I just got? Why did I get all that? So you head over to your crafting, which is the Airship Forge. Remember, we need to get a crit glove for Dorka. And you notice right there, I have 3 things. I have breaker, fortification, vitality, critical, sniper, and dash, and then resistance, destruction, red blood, and retaliation. Now, I believe red blood is, if I remember correctly, red blood is lifesteal. Retaliation literally sounds like what it is, like they're going to retaliate, and some characters do really well to actually retaliate back on people. So if you remember the type of revenge sets in Epic 7, and in a sense this is just like Epic 7. Now if you look right here, remember the stuff that I had got, like critical. All right, so you see I'm 127 of 150 right now, and then I would need a hammer right here. Now I don't have the hammer, obviously. You can go get the hammer from random in the store and different places, but if I want to just raw make the character, if I want to just raw make it, then I could just make the item right now with these particular currencies. But it's actually, you're not really forced to do this as much, and I'm going to show you why, especially if you are a veteran player. So we need a critical glove. So you go to glove, and it's going to make one of these 3 items: critical, sniper, or dash. And you need this currency. So you're going to be like, where I get this currency? You can either get it from the bone dragon, which is the new way to actually fight the dragon out there, which you can also get gear from the dragon. I'll show you that at the end of the video, but this is the more important thing right now. So you're going to be like, okay, so damn, this is a lot. Where did I get these corrupted core bone dragons? Now, if you are a veteran player, they gave you a bunch of currency already, but you go to door creation. As soon as the game loads. And you're gonna notice that that particular currency is right there. And you see I have 23,000 of this particular currency. So we are going to do that. And it's going to be extra dramatic for no reason, acting like you're getting something super hype, which you're not. You're just getting a normal currency. All right. And we're going to do that again. Because you basically need 500 to do it 10 times. All right, so we got that. So now we can run off. Airship Forge. Now again, if you're a new player, you have to be more cautious. You don't have the same currency like I have right now. This is more or less for the guys who do have this type of currency that you've been playing for a little while, but new players, this also helps you too to basically understand how to make your gear. Okay, so just hit skip, obviously, because I don't know why this does that. All right, so we actually got all speed. Did I pick the right thing? No, I did. We just got all speed, so we didn't get any crit. So let's try again, see if we get it. Remember, you can break down all of that too if you don't need it, but we need speed stuff too, so we don't want to get rid of that. All right, so we did get a purple. Critical hit. Oh, it went damage and hit rate. This is legit right here. All right, that's nice. So we're gonna keep that one in mind. And we're gonna do it one more time because we can. Let's skip again. It's actually easier overall. Ooh. Okay, so I see we got one over here. What did it turn into? It gave me attack. Didn't give me crit and crit damage. And it turned into HP on the stat. What did this turn into? Okay, so that one turned into critical hit rate, but the stats are kind of like bad on the bottom. That one's defense. This one is raw stat attack, critical hit rate, and nothing about. Like you see, there's still RNG to be involved in all of this, so you have to kind of like pay attention to what the gear turns into, and if you want to actually use it that way. But just for the sake of this video, because we don't want to keep doing this, like I've been slowly, one by one, each character fixing stuff. So say like this. Now you notice now that we have this there, and obviously we're not going to use that because that has like no stats. It just has just the attack speed and that's it. That's not helping it down. I can't wait to get rid of all. I'm like deleting like all of that stuff. Like everything. Just remake all the gear all the way. So you notice we need crit. So we had this one, which this turned into HP. We don't want that, so we can't use this. So disassemble. Like maybe if that was like, if it turned on like maybe some tank stuff or something like that. So this one, HP attack, we can't use that one either. All right, was it this one? This is the one. All right, so we are going to enhance this one. And you notice like it almost has comparable power to this already. Like it's just short underneath it. So we can go in and enhance. Just use this. All right, and look at the critical hit rate. Yo, I have to actually use this damn glove. I have to. Look at that's insanity. All right, so all right, and that now makes the 2-set bonus right there. We now have, and this is 60,000 power thing. We got attack up. We got 21% extra on the crit rate. Got some crit rate damage, effectiveness, hit, which is pretty much hit. And you go over to your stat. You know, it's like my critical hit now is 68% on Dorka. Now I need some critical damage right there, which is at 589 right now. Like, and this is kind of like how you build your team, like you build your characters. But being that we're at the point we're at right now, we kind of have to do it from scratch. all over again. So now I have crit weapon and crit gloves, and now I have to do the necklace. Now you also have, notice you got your enhance option right here, which if you have the currency, which I don't, you get this from fighting the dragon. You can enhance it further right there, and it's like boom. I don't have any of those because I have to fight the dragon, but you see you get extra stats. You get even more. Like I pushed that crit up by extra 5% now. That's crazy. Now it depends on what the roll is as well. You see the roll didn't go that high into critical damage. It just kind of basically went for the other ones more than the critical damage. So even when I enhance, it's not going to go that much higher. So the system in a way that pretty much works kind of just like Epic 7, but you know, this is literally, this game, they turned this game literally into Epic 7 but in 3D, which I ain't mad. I ain't mad at all. To be honest with you, I know some people bad, but I ain't mad. But yeah, so you also have the Guardian Stone, which you can change too. The Guardian Stone is just straight up like off of this right here, your ancient tokens. So we can change the Guardian Stone. We don't want support, obviously, because it's not a support character. We want attack. Got it. First one, bam, done. And I don't think this, yeah, I don't think you can do it on that. So that's fine. Also, don't enhance a purple. Like, I'm just showing you that I'm not going to enhance that. I'm just going to wait until I get a better glove or something like that. But don't enhance a purple. And then you just, like, the next thing I would do is now I need to, I'm not going to use, obviously, a vitality set. So now I need to go and make, like, whatever I want to do with her. You also want to pay attention to whatever the character is usually, like, what skill, like, if they have something really nice that builds up, you can kind of work with this. Like, I can make her a build on retaliation, basically, because with her, with this particular artifact, she has a 10% chance to decrease the defense of the target by 10% for 5 turns with a basic attack. And so I'm gonna get more of this. So what I can do with her is basically turn her into like a retaliation type of unit where she attacks back and she's going to debuff people, because the percent of that is actually going to go higher, and it goes higher based off of if you actually promoted the character or leveled them. And I don't have a lot of currency right now for this. We'll get more of it later. And you see that went up to 4, so that puts it at 19%. Also increases the stats as well. And the last thing is, let's go out into the field. Another thing, I need to actually learn how to stabilize this game. Like, I ran it so much better before. I was looking at previous videos, and now I'm like, wow. Like, I really have to figure out how to stabilize this game. It was something I did, and I just don't remember now, which is unfortunate, but we'll figure it out. So over here, now you will notice, if you go to Holy Dragon Grounds, and we're going to wrap this video up. If you find all this stuff useful, by all means, like and subscribe, because it helps. Notice right here, it's going to show you the currency and the expected rewards for that currency. What you essentially want to end up doing is get down to the further levels of this and start to be able to farm the dragon, because what's going to happen is you'll just raw get items. You won't have to actually worry about well, you still have to worry, because this is still going to drop stuff, as you can see. Like, this is just the bone dragon, and then you go to nature, and the nature is going to give you this set, and then you go to this. So it's kind of essentially working the same way that wyvern and banshee and all the rest of that stuff works, except that you're going to be fighting different natures and trying to go down the line and unlock all this stuff. And as you get down to the bottom of each individual one, you'll be able to farm the currency you need to actually enhance and farm gear. So you won't necessarily have to like, and you do actually have a chance to get this stuff early. Like, you just get like these types of the stuff early, but if you want the better stuff, you have to, you know, start climbing down the tiers and get down here to the bottom. So that is all I got for you guys in this particular video. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you can actually make your characters and do well and figure out everything that you need to figure out. You're going to have to remake all your characters one by one. That's what I suggest. Like, all my team right now literally is using all the old gear, basically, and I'm just going down the line and remaking everything. And it's tedious, but it's actually kind of satisfying to make the build and make the team and it actually work the way that it needs to. So catch you guys in the next video. I know this will end up being long and kind of nerdy, but if you want to fix your team and fix your builds and everything else like that, you kind of need to do it. So I'll see you guys soon. Be legendary, and you will definitely see more videos from this once I fix my entire account, because literally I got to fix the entire account. All my, like, everybody, I don't even have a full team of geared characters right now. So it's crazy. Like, you can still do content, but yeah, peace. Thank you, Legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.